Welcome to Turn Wright Machine Works. My name is Keith, and today we are continuing on the next part in the series, What's in Your Box Toolbox Giveaway 2015. You can see this table's in the end right now. I'm just totally floored with everybody that is supporting the giveaway with items either sent in or dropped off personally. We have two boxes, a small box here and a large box back here that are tools that were dropped off in boxes. We have a toolbox that was given to us from a son of a fallen machinist, and kind of memorializing him and his tools going to a worthy cause with the giveaway here. And hopefully the one request was to divvy it up, not just to one person, and I said we can do that, and we're gonna find good homes for a lot of the tools in here. We haven't gone through or cleaned it. We're gonna take a peek at what's in here, and then I'll be cleaning it out and going through the items off camera. But they'll come back on camera, and you'll see them items as we go along. You know that at the end of the giveaway, Vanessa and I are out here and we announce the judge's conclusion, and we show the boxes, and we show the boxes with all the tools laid out next to each of the boxes. In fact, last year we had it spread out. It was this table, the plasma table, and our other little jig table were all set up. Last year's most worthy were judged to be Crispin Cousins over in England, Toby Zastro, and Cami Lewis here in the United States. And we had 3 boxes by the end of last year. We have 3 boxes right now. I just received these 2 boxes within the last couple days of the week. I have some boxes here that I've been sent in, and I've been just letting them pile up, and they're a couple 3 weeks old. And like I said, the toolboxes of tools that were also dropped off have come in the last couple weeks. Now we've got good reaction on our donations coming in here. We're lacking a little bit on nominations. I have the guidelines written on my webpage, turnwrightmachineworks.com, and you go in there, and the guidelines for nominations under the What's in Your Box Toolbox giveaway is laid out there. You can use Crispin Cousins, Toby Zastro, and Cami Lewis examples. I have their nominations from last year posted on the website, and you can use those for good examples of what you need to put together for a video nomination. You don't have to be comfortable. I know not everybody's going to be comfortable with a video. You can actually have somebody else do it. It can also be a group video. How about you teachers out there? You've got classrooms of students, and I'm sure that somebody in the classroom is a deserving candidate for a toolbox in this giveaway. But you need to go ahead and create the nominations, and you need to get them in, and then judges, which are basically the group of donors to the project as a whole, we come up with the voted most worthy to receive the boxes, and then the first week in December we give the boxes away. And it's as simple as that. It's not, I don't really, it's not a contest or a competition or a lottery. It's create your nominations. We build you a page on the website, and everybody gets to see a little bit about what you're about, where you're going, what your intentions are in your career. That's what we're looking for, people to continue on and give them a good head start with someone else's lifetime collection of tools. This this person here is no longer with us, so we're going to be memorializing a fellow machinist, and his son brought in the box for us to share and add to the giveaway project. We have another box here that was just sent in. We just received a couple days ago. We have mailed in items and a couple boxes. So let me go ahead, and I just wanted to bring out the attention that we do need some nominations. You know, it's not late at all. The judging for the giveaway won't be taking place until mid-November to the beginning of the first week in December. And then the beginning of the first week in December, or I mean the end of the first week in December, Vanessa and I set up everything in here, and we give the results, and we show each individual box with the items that will be given with that box, and then we after the announcement, we ship them up and we get them sent out. Now last year, Toby Zastro came up and actually picked up his toolbox, which was the home-built wooden walnut toolbox from Brenton, and Daniel did a fantastic job on that. And a lot of other great tools that were put in there, like Colin's vice stop, and just, you know, on and on. There was a lot of beautiful tools that we gave away last year, and I'm floored with the response from the givers to this, and we're promoting the trade, and there's a lot of room for a lot of new hands-on guys for the trade. And it doesn't, we're not strictly holding you to any part of the trade. The machinist trade is a wide, broad spectrum, from CNC to conventional to tool and die, jobbing, production. It's just all over the place, and all phases of machine work and jobbing actually need to have people step in and fill the spots, and there's plenty of spots there, and it's a great way to provide for yourself, build from there whatever you want to do with yourself, whether it becomes an empire or you're just happy working for somebody else's empire. You'll definitely support your family for the rest of your life in this trade. It's wide open. All right. That's my own personal thoughts there. Okay, let me set this off of here, and let's start opening up some boxes and some boxes. All right, we're going to start with the tool boxes that were just brought in personally and dropped off here. And this first one here was from Greg Jeffries, and we're going to start off unloading here, and there's a hacksaw and some blades. Got a couple small ball peen hammers here. That's a cutie. There's a pair of digital calipers. And I think this set, he was also pointing out, it actually has an output receiver there, LID or something like that. Let's see here. It has an output connector LID. I'm not familiar with that, but it's characteristics of that set there. There's a pair of dividers. Large pair of spring calipers. Large pair of dividers. Little minor rust on some of these little items here. A pair of snips there. I just kind of, I was wondering if there's a pair of, I have a pair of whisks that's really nice. This kind of looked like them. All right, and here's a Pratt & Whitney protractor head for a nice 1-inch scale set. R8 R8 holder for 1 inch. There's a big one. Alright. I might even give that one a try there. When he brought this in, he asked, you know, I mean, if I need anything that I could pull it out of there, but I go, well, you know, how many things do I actually need? Small inside spring calipers, kind of almost match up with that little set right there. And then there's some taps and some reamers in here. There's another inside set, spring calipers. There's a Starrett drill gauge, nice and clean. Now here's a pair of really smooth needle nose pliers. These are the kind that I like to use on pulling chips because there's no way of snagging anything on there, but you know, that's my own preference. I know that a lot of people frown on reaching and pulling out chips with pliers, but I'm just going to go ahead and lay out this and then I get a shot of it. There is a small drill index box here, and these are numbers. Not everyone is got one in there, but it's a near 3/4 full collection of drills. More reamers. Quite a few pipe taps, and actually they are handy. Not always having pipe taps, and sometimes you have plugs, and it looks like there's almost a near full set here, from like 1/8 or 1/4 on up to 3/4, maybe a couple 3/8, 4 3/8, and 2 1/4s and a 3/4. Is that a half? There's a half. There's a couple cutters. That looks homemade. Another reamer. All right, Greg. Let's get a picture of that. All right, Jeffrey. We're going to go ahead and put your box to the side here. I want to thank you very much for coming in, dropping off, and also hope you enjoy the t-shirt there I gave you when you came in. All right, set those in there, and we're going to set these over here. All right, here's our next box. This was brought in by Stephen Marshall, and he came by I think it was about a week ago, and he dropped this off, and he brought a few things for me here in the shop because he's been watching the videos and he kind of seen a couple things that I might need. But he brought for the giveaway a couple scales. He also brought this really nice bevel protractor. I'm going to set the box over to the side here so I can unload these as well. And this is really nice. Even a nice magnifying glass on there, and the scales, and even the adapter that lets you come off with compound angles. Very nice piece there. Now he brought me a couple things. I'm just going to get those out of the box here now. And this, he had a closing lathe, and this went up and over the thread dial, and this actually held a travel dial. And this is exactly the same as the one I have on the lathe right now without having to modify anything. And I'll probably be playing with that when I redo the carriage and I go in and I do that cross feed and the nut there for a video. I will probably incorporate mounting that up. He also threw in, because on my south bend he saw how poor my my little dial stop is. This one actually fits my lathe here, and you know, this one here also kind of fits, but not as well as this one here. I just tried them out. So anyway, I'm gonna be running this on my little south bend, and this one here, if somebody else is needing a thread stop. I don't really think it's an item for the giveaway to say, but we all know that everybody out there needs some things that are missing. But anyway, I'll have one of those on hand here as well. All right, let's continue on. He's got a micrometer in here. This is a Brown and Sharp. Still got the tensioning on there. That is one tiny little lock screw there, but that's cool. Real old style. Let's see what's in this box here. There's a 1 to 2 inch NSK with a I forget that it's not digital, but it's a counter on there as well. Cool. Let's see what we got in here. There's a wrench for it, but this is a 2 to 3 inch Starrett. My style of mic, I like that. Here's another Starrett box. And this looks like a 3 to 4 inch Starrett micrometer. Another nice feel. The lock works real well. It's a nice piece. It's actually right there. There's a micrometers for one box right there. This is an Ole, and this is a Starrett. It's actually a bore gauge. Now here's an Ole here, Brown and Sharp 1 to 2, and I guess you loosen this and you slide, or you're supposed to be able to slide that back against the anvil there, or pull this out and change it. I thought it just slid. I thought that slid from one section to another section there. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it's just frozen or tight. There's another micrometer. Here's a Brown and Sharp. A little different style. Got some real broad anvil on that. I'm not sure of the purpose of that. There's two more small scales. Inside, outside spring calipers. And a pretty comfortable size range there. That's a No brand. Neither one of them have names on them. And then there's a box of, and your rocker mount and holders, all the Armstrong holders. And of course your wrench that goes along with it. There's a couple threaders in here. I'll lay these all out. And we'll get a picture of that. Alright, Stephen, thank you very much for your donation to the toolbox giveaway for 2015. Alright, I want to bring you over to this box here now. This was also personally dropped off. This box used to belong to Everett Tisdale. Everett Tisdale was a machinist, worked at General Dynamics. He also did some work with Dick Fisher, and Dick Fisher was the creator of the Boston Whaler. And Mark, his son, actually is leaving this area and heading down to Florida, and he was looking for a good home for this. He actually had it on Craigslist, and a couple of the guys on surfing Craigslist actually got on and commented and said to look me up and the cause of the toolbox giveaway. And anyhow, Mark gave me a call, and then he made arrangements and he came down, paid me a visit and talked to me about the toolbox giveaway. And he left this box with his father's tools still inside to go through and divvy up and donate to the toolbox giveaway. He did say that he didn't want all the consumption going to one person, so I said there'll be no problem with that. We will divvy it up and find good homes for it all. I haven't gone through any of this box at all, but I'm going to give you a peek preview of what's in this box, and then later on, at my spare time, I will go through it and clean out the box completely, and then distribute the items that I feel fit to go to the toolbox giveaway in between the boxes that we have in the giveaway. And so anyway, let's go ahead and pop this open now. And this toolbox does have the original key with it. This box and the new one here are both Kennedy 520s, and there's a little bit of difference. You can see how they used to be made and how they're made now. And unless this was all the way completely empty, I couldn't compare the thickness or the gauge of the drawers themselves and whether Kennedy's still making them the same quality or not until I do get it cleaned out. And I might do a little check and compare, because this is an old original Kennedy 520. And so let's open it on up. This is a little bit different. This is actually, it's lost a little bit of the handle around here, but this wire loop and everything else is still really intact in here, and this is the original handle on it. Okay, over on this side here, there is a decal on here, Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers. This is an international sticker that was assembled, and it almost looks like a Mason type of work. I'll give you a close-up on that. Alright, in the top of the box here, we actually have a lot of the little cheaters and notepads and indexes and gauges, and I'm just briefly going to go through that. I'm not going to nitpick everything in this box at this time. I'm just going to quickly go through it. There's actually a drill holder back here. Here is a Lufkin radius gauge set. Here is a Federal little test indicator. Here is the key to the box. One of these keys I've already tested it and fit it. Another last word indicator. It's in the original last word box here, and lots of little high-speed tool bits. There's a square head, There's a nice pair of calipers. I really like this because they got the this is Starrett brand as well, and I have a pair that's almost exactly like this, and then you have the fine adjustment right here. Really handy, real nice. There is a large dead center in here, really nice shape. Little box of reamers. There is another, here's a treasure in here. This is a Starrett 2 to 3 inch micrometer, one of my favorite styles there. Here's an arbor for holding slitting saw, and it looks like a 3/4 inch shank on it. There's a couple stones. These are taper wedge stones. Really nice. There's a pair of them in there. There's a round stone. And what's in this box here? That's all tool bits right there. The felt is fairly nice on the bottom of this box here, and everything is still functioning. When I clean it out, I'll look down. I think I saw a drill chart down there earlier. Okay, in this drawer here, there's the wigglers. There's a couple hole gauges. This one happens to have a broken end on it. Here's your holder for your height gauge for indicators. There's a couple components in here that he actually was making, and so you see some of the remnants, just like in Lalore's box when we were going through there. There's a die there, real small pair of dividers. Okay, that's not atom size, but all right. Some squares in here. I don't know, some of these things have to do with what he was working on at that time. Real tiny drills right there. All right, let's move quickly on to the next. This is a false bottom he put in here. There's some little angles and cuts that he's got. He's actually got them written down. There's a 90, there's a 45. There's another protector for a pair of dividers. It's really nice to have on hand. We'll come over here. Some more high-speed tool bits. These are a little bit odd. Well, actually, I should have, before I spoke, I should have flipped it over and looked at it. These are actually minute gauges. This is 30 minutes. There's plus there, there's minus there. They really did look like tool bits until I flipped it over and I actually saw the side there. So there's some angle minute gauges. There's 5 degrees on this one here. And Tisdale, his name was Tisdale, and he's got it marked on the tools. There's a countersink. Drills. A couple radius cutters. There's a lot of goodies in here that we'll be able to add to the toolbox giveaway. There's a whole set. Well, I don't know if it's complete. I'm just kind of guessing it. I'm looking at the range. There's 3/8, ½ inch, 7/16, 9/16, 5/8. These are all gauge blocks. Here's 3/16. There's probably 3/32, 1/4 inch. There's probably 1/8 in there. It's a pretty good set right there. Little tiny boring bars for a real small boring head, and some ball bearings. Small pair of inside calipers. Almost looks like drill rod here, but they might be pins. Couple taps. Some real small taps. Looks like assorted sizes. Alright, I see some stones over here, all different kinds of stones. It's really nice and handy to have different shapes of stones and different grits. Some 2 flute double end mill, 1/16, some really small stuff. Let's see what's in the Starrett box here. 1, 2, 3 depth mic. Okay, now here's a hole gauge. This is a complete set of hole gauges, and they look complete. That's nice. This is that's a super add to the toolbox. Couple small scales. I see down underneath that stuff there. We'll dig into that later. There's a height gauge rod. I don't know if there's one in here yet, but that's what that is. Got little, he made little wooden dividers in these drawers here. That's pretty cool. All right, he's got an Ames dial gauge over here. And he's got a small pair of Starrett V blocks, which is really cool, and the clamps are right in here. Here's a 1 to 2 inch Starrett micrometer. That's a really nice micrometer. I like that. There's a nice machinist square. And then there's a couple angle blocks in here as well. I see another indicator in there, like the last word. Federal. Starrett snap gauge set. Looks like a stone holder there. That's Gershwin Bridgeport. Another little set of V blocks. There's 2 of them in here. They got Tisdale marked on them. It's an edge finder. I don't know if I've ever seen one that small. Yep, just needs to be loosened up. That's kind of neat. Okay, I just pulled this out. This is a 0 to 1 Michitoyo mic. That feels very nice. Nice ratchet on there. Got a real nice lock. Very good quality. Anvil looks very nice. Very nice addition. Got the wrench right in here. And in here is a Brown and Sharp, just like the other one we opened in Jeffrey's box there. And it's got the real broad pan styled anvil on here. Brake works good on it. And got its wrench in here. Oh, and in here is a drill and wire gauge for numbers. Very nice. Okay, so there's a glance of Everett's box, and we'll go ahead and we'll be cleaning and clearing out his box, and we'll get all the dirt out of it. And then we're going to divvy up the tools in between the 3 boxes here and kind of spread out the load so that we're following Mark's wishes. And thank you again very much, Mark, for stopping by and dropping your father's box off to us, and has all the best intentions on going to new starters in the trade, and that's what this is all about. And your dad's name will go on, and it'll be in somebody else's hands and to be put in use. All right, let's go ahead and start bringing over some of the boxes that were mailed in the last couple weeks, and we'll regroup, reset our cameras so that we can be the best view on those. All right, this next package here is from Jeff Conti, and Please accept my humble offer for the What's in Your Box Toolbox giveaway. I realize that these are second, maybe third hand, but I have checked them all out and they are fine order. The indicator is not even close to a complete set, but perhaps you have spare parts or somebody else in the community has spare parts. This one is excellent condition, so hope it's acceptable. I really appreciate your generous nature and willing hand to the upcoming young machinist candidates. Respectfully yours, Jeff. Budding, YouTube trained home shop machinist wannabe. Alrighty, let's see what we got in here. Stirrup box. A very nice tool. I really like, I have a General myself, but very same size, everything else. But this is a spring-loaded center punch. That's an excellent tool to have in a box. JT Scalone. Not sure on the pronunciation of that. Very nice mic. Almost looks like a Starrett. Used but clean. 3/8/16 bottom, 3/8/16 taper, 5/16/18 tape, 1/4 20 taper, 1/4 28 taper, and 1/4 20 bottoming. These are all taps. And there's 3 or 4 center drills in there. Excellent. Excellent. And I'm going to take it that this was up right here just because of the bottom there. Did get a little crushed in there. It's closed now. Okay. And look at that. Okay, I took it that's, look how clean that is. Very nice last word indicator. And I might actually have some of the components in here. In fact, actually there was a spare one of these in there as well. And I thought that went in there just like that. All right, I'll get the picture here with your name on it. All right, we got 3 here, all from the same person. Of course, they sent them in at different increments of time over the let's see, June 15th. This one here was June 3rd and June 24th. So he just, as he came up with things to throw in there, he's Tom Bellis has contributed in the past on the giveaways, and he's throwing this in for this year's giveaway. So I'm just gonna open these up all together here because I know they're from the same person. All right, now these, he said, made these for the toolbox. As for the background noise, I didn't bother me, and I could hear your instructions just fine. But knowing your comment to perfection, I understand you're pulling the video and making it right. Thanks for the videos, Tom Bellis. And I had a video that I just quite wasn't right, and everybody that's watched it knows the story behind it, so no need to get into it. Well, nice wrap job here. Oh, look at those. Those are tap followers. That is nice. Those are pretty. Okay. They're male and female, okay? You got male center, and then this is the female, or the cone. Very cool. Thank you. All right. I'm just gonna take this one here now. These two lifting clevises are for you. 1,000 pounds. I just wanted to say how proud I am of you for doing the toolbox giveaway again. It is such a worthy endeavor to keep our trade moving forward. I made up a set of rollers out of materials that I had on hand. It is a small set for the giveaway. They are not very fancy, but they work. All I have is a small lathe and drill press, so I had to make adjustments as I built them. I also put in a pair of safety glasses for the giveaway. I have also included 4 sets of roller bearings for you. I don't know what size bearings you use for your rollers, but these might be of significant size that you could include them in the materials for your roller kits. 2 of the sets would require 5/8 raw stock, and the other 2 1/2-inch raw stock. The bearings are yours, so do what you want with them. I got them from a guy who bought them in a box of stuff in an auction. The 2 lifting clevises are yours. Okay, so got safety glasses in here. Very nice. Okay, lifting clevises right there. Thank you. How you like that? He was packing every little square inch of this place. All right. Hey, those are some cute. Very cute set of rollers there, Tom. All right, and here's bearings. stack of bearings. Alright, they're a little bit smaller than the ones I use in my rollers, but that's okay. That's too cute. That's cool. Yeah, this is fun when it's like this, you know. Hey, it's fun anyway. Just knowing that I just really enjoy that. That's all. Hope all is well at the house. It is pretty good. Has its ups and downs. I made a couple of the pairs of machinist jacks, small for the toolbox. I also included a few other items. I have not had a chance to check out your list for the box, but I'm sure these items will help with the list. I stopped at a pawn shop and found a couple of large machinist jacks that I'm sure you can find a use for. Had to dress them up a little bit, but they are usable. I also found 28 taps, left hand spiral point plug. Can't recall ever needing one, but the price was right. That's a word on impulse at the time. There are new old stock, some date back to 1953. I was 9 years old. They were still in their coating, but when I peeled it off, there was some discoloring, so I cleaned them off and coated them with some lubriplate grease for protection. I sent 2 for you and 2 for the toolbox. I was thinking you could put one of the other 12 in with your swag orders, sort of a little surprise gift. Thank you for your videos. Your love of the craft shows in your work and in the toolbox giveaway. Items for the toolbox: 2 pair of machinist jacks, 1 magnetic extendable, 1 mirror, 2 1/4 left hand spiral plug taps, wedge for the taper shank removal, 7 files assorted. Tom Bellis. He's got marked on toolbox. He's got my name on there, so he's got all of this is out here. This is so handy. Sometimes we all drop something somewhere where we can't get or can't reach, or don't feel like bending over and getting him. Awesome, nice extendable magnet. Toolbox. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice little screw jacks. I like how you use the bolt. Tom, that's really nice looking work you're doing. Okay, and got toolbox on this one here. There we go. That extendable magnet can also be an extendable mirror. This is also for the toolbox. Ah. Very nice. I like how you use the hex stock, create the base there. Okay, toolbox, good files. Very nice. There's the tabs and the knockout wedge. Offshore files can be used for brass and aluminum. Now I know what you meant by offshore. Alright, Tom, that was awesome. Alright, and what'd you put in here for me? Okay, a couple of the left-hand taps. And here's a box of them. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. I'll throw in some of that with the swag orders here and there, and that'd be great. And you know what? This is actually in between my real small ones and my small ones, and excellent. I like that. That's been around the block. Excellent. Thank you, Tom. All right, let me get a picture of this, and we'll get moving on. Okay, this next one is from Grady Ewing, and he has this sent to us. From Enco. And he called me the other day, and he really likes the way that these Sharpies, these permanent markers, these silver ones, mark on like dark items like your metals with your hot scale and stuff like that. So that's cool. We got one for each box. How'd you know we were gonna have 3 boxes there? All right. Thank you very much. And they made it here fine. No damage. Get a picture of those. Okay, this one come from the Cube, United Kingdom. Keith, I enclosed a few things that I hope will be of use to put into the toolbox giveaway. I recently went to collect some R8 tooling, had one on eBay, and asked the seller if he had anything else he wanted to get rid of. Turns out he was a tool and die maker, plastic injection molding, who had moved into management, so I purchased 3 boxes of tools unseen for a sensible price. Anyways, I now have an extra 4-inch square. Who needs 3 of them? And some Morse taper, injectors. Please find these enclosed. I also have included a set of very lightly used brazed carbide tools. These came with a lathe I purchased recently, and I just prefer high-speed steel, so I hope they might be of use. Earplugs and the machinery handbook were on the list you needed, so I'm afraid you get those too. Big smile on his little text there. With warmest wishes from the UK, keep doing what you're doing. The videos have been tremendous help to me as a self-taught machinist. I won't ramble on anymore. Hugh Fratner. Thank you, Hugh. There we go, 23rd edition. There was a label in here. Sometimes the owners, you'll see some kind of a signature in here of somebody that might have had the book, but it looks like that was cut loose. Very cool. There we go. There's a container of ear plugs. You know, everybody asks me about the foams and all that. I like the foam ones to get right into there. I don't wear earplugs very often, but when I do, those are the kind that I like to use. If you want to know what my preference is. Okay, now these are some heavy items in here, and I think. Okay, that's the end of the box here. Real nice to see a box that's wrapped up and makes it all the way across the pond without breaking through. And these things are pretty sharp, you know, so. That's red point. Nice for internal clearance ring, inside boring. And an inside threader. Actually, the reds are marked threading, and there's a turning, and this is probably just marked lighter blue because it's a smaller size. All right, Hugh, we'll get a picture of that. Thank you, Hugh. And we'll put these in the top over here. Let's bring out the next. Okay, this one here is Peter Stanton out of Texas. Ah, peanuts. My favorite thing. Not. God will get you back. Look at that, huh? That's beautiful. Nice mill stop. Mr. Keith, here is the mill stop for the toolbox giveaway. Although I am an experienced machinist, I still find and I learn from your videos. We can all learn something and enjoy watching them. Anyway, here's the mill stop. Let me know if I can do anything else. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, that's pretty great. That's it's a pretty piece. Looks like it's anodized, hard anodized and everything. Very, very nice piece right there. Alright, let me get your name on there. Thank you very much, Peter, for this. A really nice piece. Alright, next piece here is Tony Fitzgerald. In Canada. Hi Keith, thank you for the great informative videos and awesome work you show. I am your #1 fan. Please find the adjustable I want to say tail torch or tailstock center. One Facebook mentioned you about. Also enclosed are some other items. Taps, wrenches, 6-inch rule. Please take anything that you may like and put the remainder in the toolbox. Keep up the great work, Tony Fitzgerald. NB Canada. Alright, Tony, let's take a look at what you got here. Wow, you can actually, this is a tailstock, and I guess you can adjust it side to side. So you put 0 up and then you can go from there. Huh. That's different. Nice tap handles. Huh, that's cute. I'll look in the box, see if there's another bar that went through there. Micrometer. Well, there's a Starrett number 230 micrometer, very nice one. Nice ratchet. Brake works excellent on it. Nice anvil, closes to 0. Okay, we'll leave that open. One to 2 inch micrometer. One to 2 inch Starrett mic, an older one. Really nice feel. There's a Starrett 2 to 3. 436. I like that older style. This is a 436 as well. They didn't have brakes or whatever, but you know, you were watching your micrometer. Okay, and the rest of this was just to ensure the safety of the box. And I don't see any other pin that might have been in this one. I was just thinking there might have been something in there, but there wasn't. All right, Tony, thank you very much, and we will get a picture of that right now. Okay, thank you very much, Tony. We'll set this stuff on over to the side here. Okay, this is the last box here. This came up the other day, and of course, this is from Robert Perigo, a friend on Facebook and new friend to the community. He went ahead and arranged and sent this to me from the distributor. So it showed up, and even though he had texted me and said, hey, you should have a package today, I don't know if I didn't catch that message until after the fact it was here, but it got here and I was dumbfounded. I go, hey, you know, somebody sent me a toolbox. I put two and two together. I knew it was for the toolbox giveaway, but I didn't really know who it was from until afterwards. So it was a little funny because it was it's like here's an ominous box being dropped off, and then I put two and two together with Robert's text to me. So I thank you very much, Robert, for creating a little bit of surprise. But this is a great gift to add to the toolbox giveaway, and it's actually adding another. Every time a box is added, it's like adding another recipient to the giveaway. And we're going to open up this bad boy and take a look and see what we got here. And I want to kind of keep all the packing and everything else, because I'm going to ship it in this box when I do ship it. And I don't know, probably should have maybe opened the bottom, but you know, I think I'm gonna slide it out. That's what I'm gonna do. Maybe once I get it out, I'll know how I should take it out. You know, it's got a pretty nice feel to it. Like a metric and a inch scale right on the drawer there. I don't, you know. You know, it feels pretty solid. Trinity's manufacturer. Okay, I don't know if there's any locking. Definitely a unique toolbox. So there's our third box that we're going to add to the toolbox giveaway. Alright, I want to thank everybody for all the donations. I also have been receiving a couple donations that are sponsorships specifically for the box. And when you go in and if you put down and you just want to donate money to the toolbox giveaway to help with shipping and stuff like that, like when we mail off boxes and everything else, we get a pretty good amount of funds needed to mail a box. We took Crispin Cousins' box and shipped it to him in England, and it was just a little bit under $1,000 to ship it on over there, and you know, so that does help out. But when you put in a sponsorship that you want to go specifically for the box, go ahead and just put in a note there that you want that specifically to go to the box. I have a couple anonymous people, want to remain anonymous, that have donated towards the toolbox giveaway, and I'll be listing those in with the group of people and the items that they have donated in for the box. Some nice unique tools that are handmade and handcrafted added to the boxes this year. I'm glad we jumped up. We have 3 toolboxes right now to give away, and things are looking great. All right, until the next episode, get her done. Welcome to Turn Wright Machine Works. My name is Keith, and today we have a special guest. Look who I got here.
Hi, folks.
John Saunders came by with a special event and paid. This is his second visit here by the shop. He blew me away the first time he came in, but we had heads up this time. And the other day I did the What's in Your Box Toolbox giveaway, opening all the items, and you saw this thing sitting in the beginning of the video, and I put it to the side, and
I think it says open first.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, it said open first, but that meant this little package here. So we got a knife there. You want to go around the outside, and we'll get that little envelope. Okay.
Gonna add it to your pile. Yeah. I'm gonna take mine in. Nice meeting you guys.
Thank you for the water.
I'm gonna go in and not sweat.
Or
I have 2 cans in my pile.
I didn't realize it could be this much.
There we go. What's in the envelope?
any guesses? I want one of those in the box.
I know. Huh? Shooting Star Technology. Like it sounds like a machinist tool, don't it?
Yeah, I like it. You're not kidding.
I hope all you can give me a little call out when this is open. Small company, made in Canada.
5-year warranty.
5-year warranty. Built DROs for 20 years. Thanks from one small shop to another.
Very cool.
Shooting Star Technology.
Should we cut her open?
Yep. Hi Keith, I really enjoy your YouTube channel. Even though I've been in the game for a lot of years, I often learn something new by watching the videos. I have a small factory here on the opposite coast, and we have been building DROs for almost 20 years. I like your idea, helping the guys just getting started, and I like to help out a little bit. I have enclosed a BT3 digital readout. Please include it in What's in Your Box Toolbox event. Sincerely, Bill Chernoff. Bill, man.
Good man.
Let's see, man. I'm ready now.
That's the problem. All these people keep one-upping each other.
I don't know.
He's not kidding. It's a DRO.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I don't think we're gonna pull the rails out or anything else, but huh?
Sweet. I wonder if it works for any sort of Bridgeport type machine or any
3-axis.
benchtop mill. Very nice. Looks like it's the full kit.
I think so. That's unbelievable. Hey, there's your call out, Bill. Super cool. All right. I don't know how you can one up that.
I don't know how you're going to fit this in a box.
I know. We got to get the rollaway now.
Yeah, the whole cart.
All right. Until next time, get her done.
Take care, folks.
Cool.